Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Having my fueling as I'm recording a little video with you guys this morning. Just had a few things on my heart and thought I would do a little bit more of the morning motivation. I don't know if that was something you enjoyed when I did it last time, but I thought I just had a little something on my heart and I thought I would share it with you this morning. I don't know what it is about early morning and, getting my shower. I always seem to have wet hair when I do these, but I guess that's when I think the most and have my light bulbs go off. I know it's a super busy season right now for all of us, actually. I've got I teach voice. Most of you probably know that, but I have my big voice recitals tomorrow, so I have been scurrying and flying around trying to get everything ready and all my students prepared for that, so it's busy for me. End of school, exams. Some of you have graduating seniors, and you're in the midst and the flurry of all of that with graduation, and it's an awesome, exciting, amazing, kind of gut-wrenching, grueling time. And some of you have things other than that, like grown kids who are like moving right now and moving out, and so not only is it super busy, but it's like a super emotional time for all of us right now. And it's all good. I mean, there's like emotional times don't necessarily have to be something bad that's happening. Sometimes it can be like just super intense, really good things that are happening and kind of bittersweet. And I feel like there's a lot of bittersweet happening right now for so many of us, just at different levels. And so I kind of wanted to focus on that today because, we're on this journey, and this is a journey I'm going to take a little sip. This is a journey for just our health. This is long term. This isn't just like a little band-aid thing that we do for just a minute and it's fixed and everything's done and a blip. It really is, like I said in my last video, we're making habit changes. We're changing our mindset so that as we go through our lives, and real life has all this stuff that I was just talking about. It's got all of the grit. It's got the chaos. It's got the beautiful things. It's got the hard things. It's got heartbreaking. It's got so much all mixed in. And there are going to be seasons when we're really busy and really stressed and filled with joy and filled with sadness and just lots of things, because that's life. And the beautiful thing about this program is that it works with us, with our life, and helps us just to live our life, regardless of what's going on, with more vitality and more fullness and healthier, than we would have been without it. And so I know over the next few days and weeks, you've got a lot of things you're juggling, and I know I do too. So many things you're trying to and it's easy to kind of slip into what feels comfortable, what we've always done as far as eating, as far as it's easy to kind of slip out of that mindset of really taking charge of that, because so much is chaotic that it's just easy to let go. And I'm just going to encourage you, first and foremost, to try to be really intentional during this season of chaos and crazy, and just the little things, one step at a time. Like, it's time for me to have my fueling right now, so I've got my little cup. It's 8 ounces. It only takes a minute. I'm going to get it in. Even though I've got things I've really got to go do as soon as I get done, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get that fueling in, because you know why? It's going to help me achieve my goals. It's going to help me to get where I want to be. And it only takes a minute, and I'm going to be better for it. I'm going to be closer to my goal because of it. And so I'm going to take that moment to do the thing that is feeding my soul, that's feeding my body and giving me, getting me closer to where it is I want to be. So I want to encourage you, in the midst of what you're doing right now and all the chaos, to don't put yourself last. Don't put off the things that are going to take good care of you, because I'll tell you, while you're taking care of everybody else right now, you're going to be able to be better at taking care of everybody else's needs if you're in your best health too. So it's not selfish. It really is an important thing, that self-care and doing the things just one step at a time. And while things are kind of crazy, just think of the next thing I've got to do, the next step. Just do the next step, the next fueling. And I promise you, it'll keep you on track. And once you get through this chaos and this crazy season and things settle down, and they will, the dust always settles, you're going to be further. You're going to be closer to your goal. Also, but another important thing to keep in mind is, in the midst of all of this crazy, amazing, awesome, stressful stuff that's going on, there are going to be opportunities, whether it's with your child's graduation, where events may come up, or a trip may come up, and out of town, where you're having to make a choice. And there may be something where it's a really special something, and you're trying to decide whether to go off plan. If I eat a bite of this, it's going to take me off plan. Okay, I'm going to tell you, yes, if you make a choice to go off plan and have something that is off plan, of course, it's going to, it'll probably delay your success. It will probably take you out of fat burn, if you are in fat burn. And, like I said before, that is the magic place for this program you want to be. But it's also important to keep in mind that when there are really special things that are happening in your life, there will be times, stop, challenge, and choose. That is one of our most important mottos. And it's really something you're going to take with you from this point forward in your life. Just before an event, before one of your things, you just go ahead and decide, okay, am I going to enjoy this particular thing? Is being a part of this event or this dinner or this, celebration, for me to enjoy it and get the most fullness out of this moment, does it require me having a bite of that item? Or is just being here with these people, being a part of the situation, just being with people, is that going to meet my need to feel like I've really enjoyed this to the fullest? If it's not necessary to eat that thing, that whatever thing it is that is really, like kind of cool or different, for that event, then you can make that choice and be like, what, no, that's really not necessary for me to enjoy where I am and what I'm doing. And you'll come away having enjoyed the event, having been a part of whatever you have, fully enjoyed it, but not derailed yourself. But there are going to be times where you're going to want to make a choice to enjoy something that is off plan. And guess what? That is okay. And that is life. I would highly encourage you not to do that very often, because it can stall you on your progress. And when you get stalled, then you lose steam and you lose motivation. And then sometimes you just, we need to continue having victories, just human nature, for us to stay invested in what we're doing and not, kind of give up on ourselves. So, but there will be times, like, for instance, back around Christmas, my family went to New York. I'd never been before. It was my first time. I was going to enjoy a piece of New York pizza. I wanted that. It's not something I can have here in Trustful. I wanted to enjoy it. I didn't need it, but I wanted it. And that was something that I was wanting to enjoy as part of my trip. And I made the choice. I stopped myself. I asked, is this something that's really important to me? I made the choices on that trip. Where am I going to choose to eat off plan? And there was an Italian restaurant in Little Italy that I was like, yep, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna enjoy it tonight. Now, did that mean that the rest of everything else I ate off plan? No, I went right back and had my fuelings after that. I would do my coffee. I like to mix my shakes and my coffee. That's how I tend to do mine. That way I get my coffee and I get my fueling, and there's no extra condiment if I just mix it straight, and it's good. So, I'd start off every morning with that. I would take a bar with me when we would go around the city. There were different things that I did to stay on plan, but then I made conscious choices about the moments that I was going to eat something and just enjoy where I was, what I was doing with my family. And I did. And yes, it did take me out of fat burn. And yes, I gained a few pounds while I was there, but I also jumped right back on the wagon when I got back home, and went full throttle, like just 100%, without letting myself continue doing any splurges and extra things. And I lost all of those pounds that I had gained within a week. And I was right back in the game and continued my progress. So while we're in the middle of this busy season right now, I just want to encourage you to choose wisely, but also if there is something that's really special to you and you decide you're going to do it, just stop first so you don't regret it. No regret after you make a choice. And then once you make a choice, the important thing is you get right back in the game and you go right back on to plan, and you will continue to get towards your goal. And I want to help you get there because each one of you can get there. There's no doubt. And so I want to encourage you today to stick with it, to do the things, even in the midst of the chaos. Each little step, each fueling, pack a bar in your purse when you're out running and going crazy and busy. You can even put a shake. Like you can stop through Panera and get like a hazelnut coffee or something, black coffee, and then pour a shake. I've done that in addition to my bars. So those are some of my things on the go. Do the things that in every 2 to 3 hours, keep it as consistent as you can. And then in these moments where we may have an off-plan choice, get right back into the game and don't let it be a point of derailment where you just go down a rabbit hole and then you don't get back on, because that's life, life happens. And so this beautiful program is all about learning how to navigate life and all of its wonderful events and crazy chaos, and doing it in a healthy way and enjoying our moments too, and then getting right back to what we know is the most healthy things for us with our lean and greens and our fuelings. But don't beat yourself up if you end up having something that's off plan. But if you don't need that thing that's off plan, also make that choice that's like, I really don't think I need that in order to enjoy this moment. And then that's a win too. So I'm here for you, and reach out to me anytime you need me. I hope this helps you and inspires you, and have a fabulous weekend.